Welcome to EffiCam's tutorial on using static data to save time and increase efficiency. As you know, EffiCam is the only LIMS QMS software integrating method validation and Part 11 record keeping. You also know that the modern lab has a huge amount of information that's not directly related to analytical data. This includes things like general information about equipment or suppliers or personnel or standardized units. Now, you might keep these pieces of information in several different notebooks or files on a local network drive. EffiCam enables you to keep that information in one place, easily access it, and then connect it to other data records so that it can be entered accurately without subjecting it to human error like loss or misentering numbers. Let's learn more about static data. As you remember from earlier videos, there are only 3 possible tabs in EffiCam. One of them is static data. Here, you see the existing list of static data options, and if your particular laboratory configuration needs demand more or different fields, we can add them for you. Let's take a look at a few. The first, and probably the most common, will be units. Here, you can predefine units so that there are no issues in mistyping a unit when you enter data. This field will automatically populate drop-down menus when completing a sample record, reducing the risk of misentering something like concentration. We can see an example of that field in use here in the samples module. You will also probably find yourself using the personnel module. Here you can enter the personnel in your lab. Then every time you enter a record which requires a person's name, from a test to training, you have that person's information easily at your fingertips. You can also see that information in several places in the samples module. If your lab or facility has multiple rooms, you can enter that information in the rooms field. This is especially useful when working with the equipment module. By pre-entering rooms, you can avoid transposing a room number in a record and misidentifying where, for example, your HPLCs are stored. Suppliers and manufacturers are also helpful when working with equipment or raw ingredients. Manufacturers, as you might guess, is the company that makes the thing, for example, an HPLC or a reagent, or even the computer workstation on which you're viewing this video. You can easily store information about the company or any company contacts here. If you don't buy directly from the company, you can use suppliers to enter contact information from your local supplier. Now, because static data fields are like any other record in EffiCam, you can also add attachments to each record. For example, if you wanted to have any service contracts from a particular supplier, or all of the product manuals for a particular manufacturer entry, or even a performance review of a particular member of your team, you could do that. Of course, you can also protect your team's privacy by creating user roles that block access to view these records except for senior management. So now, when you're creating an equipment record, or need to contact your local supplier in order to maybe recalibrate a balance, you have that information already in the equipment record itself. With static data, you don't need to waste time searching for a file on your network drive or information in a notebook. Finally, the material item field allows you to accurately enter information regarding a material item in your lab. For example, lactose monohydrate. Not only have you entered the material item, but you've also created a piece of data that's available when you go to create a new master data record or specification, further saving time in that process. By using EffiCam's static data fields, you can put all of your lab's background data at your fingertips, populate analytic data fields without worrying about human error, and handle quality and maintenance issues without leaving your workstation. EffiCam's static data fields allow you to save time, reduce risk, and improve efficiency throughout the lab. Thanks for watching. For more EffiCam tutorials, visit this page or www.efficam.com. Is there a specific question you have or tutorial you're missing? Don't hesitate to contact us or your local distributor, and we'll get you the information that you need.